if you want to bust some myths about runner's dystonia, get out on a trail like this. This is the West Orange Trail. I think that's what it's called. I'm in Winter Garden, north of Orlando. And this is a good test for long, flat, and staying on one side and not veering. Oh my God, I'm getting sweat in my eyes. I think the only thing that's been flatter than this, or like comparably flat, was the Detroit Turkey Trot 10K, which was half of it was on Woodward Ave, which is the first paved street in America, long, flat, and straight. But you know what? You know why this is hard for people with runner's dystonia? It's because it's boring as hell. And when you're bored, your mind is gonna think about your body more, about your form more, about your dystonia more. Okay, I know we actually have symptoms, but it's not a diagnosis. I know, you don't get it, but you will eventually. It's coming from up here. It's fear and getting stuck in fight or flight and obsession and compulsions about your symptoms and your running and your life. So anyway, get out there, try something hard. Of course, I've built up to something like this. You know, sidewalks are really, really easy for me now. And that's kind of how I got back into pavement running, because there's just that slight variability. But honestly, it just makes it fun. You're doing more like twists and turns. You're going a little uphill, you're going a little downhill. Sometimes it's cambered this way, sometimes it's cambered that way. And here is just like giving me time to think about my symptoms, whether it's dystonia, pain, whatever, because it's boring. And so I got to get back to doing like running thoughts. So much better when I start to cross over into all the good running thoughts, processing my day, doing running math, calculating things. Running math is so fun. Anyway, I'm 4.23 miles into this. I'm gonna round it out at 5, going back to my car now. All right, 5.2, 721 average pace, 403 calories. Oh man, 153 average heart rate. Yeah, because we're in Florida. It's like in the 80s. And then 38, 17. Cool. Maybe it's the 70s though. I don't know. It's humid, but this is beautiful. This is my joy. This is everything. So back to the long and the flat. Look, it's not that you're getting enough neurofeedback to your foot. That's crap. Like, I think I bought that for a period of time. Actually, I know I bought it for a period of time because I ended up buying those like, God, I don't remember the name of the company. I'm not gonna internet chain them. But the ones that have like the shoe inserts that like textured, you know, I did all the compression stuff. Never for my ankle. Oh my God, I'm sweating like crazy. The salt is going in my eyes. Never for my ankle, which is the worst muscle movement that I have. For like my thigh and calves and knees and stuff. I never got into the toe spacer thing either. Thank God. So when I started back in June running again after realizing that it was all TMS, actually May 31st was the first time I ran, I was like, I am not allowed to use any of that crap. I am not allowed to use any of that crap because there's nothing wrong with me and I don't need any sensory tricks or anything like that to like trick my brain or whatever. We're gonna learn to run like a normal person again because we are. All right, I'm turning around here. As I'm along the main road, which is really loud, so forgive me. And it's windy, it's a nice breeze. Anywho, anytime that I go to Florida, I have like massive leaps and bounds in my recovery. Like massive. Like I basically relearned how to walk at the Contemporary Resort every night. I would use a mobility scooter around the parks, and at night I would try to walk like 1.5 miles around the resort. Still using an ankle brace. This was all like just a couple of days after I was diagnosed, that trip. That was in 2024, May 2024. Yes, May 2024. And then I basically relearned how to run in June of 2025 at Fort Wilderness. Yeah, so anytime that I come to Florida, and there's been other times in between, I think I've had 2 other trips, I have like massive like leaps and bounds in my recovery. So like last time was September, and like I felt like my dystonia was like 95% normal, and like I like declared it dead there. I like declared it dead. I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. So now I know that even if I have flares, like full recovery is possible. I felt like such a normal person on that trip, and I walked around the park completely normal. I didn't think of my foot or ankle at all because I was so happy. I was so relaxed. I was not in fight or flight. I was not stuck obsessing about my symptoms. I was not having compulsions about trying to fix my symptoms or worry about my symptoms or talk to doctors about my symptoms or talk to other people about my symptoms or whatever it might be. So here's another great Florida trip. This was amazing, this trail. Sorry about the wind. It's like we're in Michigan still with all my other videos, but it's nice here. It's hot. It's beautiful. I get to wear minimal clothing, which is always a bonus. Got my Cheshire Cat tank top, which I wore for my first half marathon. My first Run Disney half marathon, I should say. First Run Disney one, because you gotta dress like something. That's before I started wearing dresses. This was like my first try of like Run Disney wear. By the way, this is Monday, and I had just ran that 11 miler on Thursday, so I hadn't run in between or whatever, but like I was not hard up at all, like that night or the next day at all. So you can bounce back, man. You can do it. You can totally do it. Yep, the West Orange Trail. I don't really know why this is behind a fence, but there it is. It's awesome. I think they like extended it where you can go all the way around that lake now, but that's really more for bikers because it's way more than a marathon. I don't remember what it is, but it's far. All right, that's it. That's it. I feel great. I feel great. That was a really fantastic run on long, straight, flat. Boring, but a beautiful place. Beautiful place, and I'm happy, not in fight or flight, not obsessing about my symptoms. That's the key.